Tale of Thornwood Manor. In the quiet town of Willow Creek, nestled amidst rolling hills and ancient forests, there stood an old, dilapidated mansion known as Thornwood Manor. The mansion had long been abandoned, its once grand halls now shrouded in darkness and decay. Locals whispered tales of its dark history, claiming it was haunted by the spirits of those who had met tragic ends within its walls. The mansion's most sinister secret, however, lay hidden in the attic, a forgotten collection of antique dolls, each one more unsettling than the last. Among them was a doll with porcelain skin and glassy eyes known as Charlotte. Legend had it that Charlotte was cursed, possessing a malevolent spirit that lured unsuspecting victims into its grasp. Anyone who dared to lay eyes upon her would befall a terrible fate. Decades ago, Thornwood Manor was home to the wealthy Vanderbilt family. Mr. and Mrs. Vanderbilt, along with their young daughter, Amelia, lived a life of luxury within the mansion's opulent walls. But tragedy struck one fateful night when a fire broke out, engulfing the mansion in flames. Amelia perished in the blaze, her favorite doll, Charlotte, lost amidst the wreckage. Since that night, Thornwood Manor had stood empty, its halls haunted by the restless spirits of the past. Locals warned of the dangers of entering the mansion, but tales of hidden treasures and forgotten secrets drew thrill-seekers and ghost hunters alike. One stormy night, Sarah and David, a young couple on a road trip through the countryside, found themselves stranded near Willow Creek after their car broke down. Desperate for shelter from the elements, they sought refuge in Thornwood Manor, unaware of its dark history. As they stepped through the mansion's creaking doors, a sense of unease washed over them. The air was heavy with the weight of the past, and shadows danced in the flickering candlelight. Their exploration led them to the attic, where they stumbled upon the eerie collection of dolls. Sarah's gaze was drawn to Charlotte, whose glassy eyes seemed to follow her every move. Ignoring David's warnings, she reached out to touch the cursed doll. Suddenly, a piercing scream echoed through the mansion, chilling them to the bone. The doors slammed shut, trapping them inside with the malevolent spirit that lurked within Charlotte. They soon realized they were not alone. Strange occurrences plagued them as they attempted to escape the mansion's clutches. Objects moved on their own, whispers echoed through the halls, and shadows danced in the flickering candlelight. As the night wore on, Sarah and David became increasingly desperate to break free from Charlotte's curse. But the doll's grip on them only tightened, draining their strength and sanity with each passing hour. With dawn approaching, they made one last attempt to destroy the cursed doll. Armed with nothing but a candlestick, they confronted Charlotte in the attic, determined to end the nightmare once and for all. But as they raised the candlestick to strike, Charlotte's eyes flashed with a malevolent light. The mansion shook with fury, and Sarah and David realized they were no match for the ancient evil that resided within the doll. In a final act of desperation, they hurled Charlotte into the fireplace, watching as flames engulfed her porcelain form. With a blood-curdling scream, the curse was broken, and the mansion fell silent once more. As Sarah and David emerged from the mansion, shaken but alive, they knew they would carry the scars of their encounter with Charlotte for the rest of their lives. And though the cursed doll lay in ashes, they couldn't shake the feeling that its malevolent spirit still lingered, waiting to ensnare its next unsuspecting victims. Years later, the ruins of Thornwood Manor still stand as a haunting reminder of the darkness that lurks within its walls. And though Charlotte may be gone, her legend lives on, a cautionary tale for those who dare to tread where shadows dwell.